What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. As many of you know who've been following this series Living with the Cane Corso, Bruce Wayne had kennel cough a while ago. With that came 3 weeks of antibiotic treatment. Many of you may know how bad antibiotics can be on your dog's gut health, your own gut health. Gut health is so important. So I wanted to shape this video around what I'm doing for Bruce Wayne to assure his gut health is optimal after being on antibiotics for so long. Because we want Bruce Wayne to be able to live his best life, right bro? Why are you just like zoning out? He is exhausted. We just got home from vacation a few days ago where my parents watched him here in the house for a week, as you guys know from the last episode. And even though he loves my parents and he's well taken care of, he has that stress in him because we left. So if you watched the previous video that actually went up today, you will see how we handled coming home, greeting him for the first time after not seeing him in a week. Things that we did to not cause any type of separation anxiety in him. So check that out. It's a short video, it's a fun video. He was so pumped to see us, it was funny. But before we get into everything I'm doing for Bruce Wayne's gut health, I first need to go outside and play with Big Dude. You literally have not moved. He's like a statue. He is alive, look at, he can move. And he can lay down. We're gonna go do this. Before we get started, I'd like to thank VizBiome Vet for sponsoring this video. Yeah, bro. They hooked us up with probiotics to assure your gut is as healthy as can be after being on your antibiotic treatment. So yeah, you can thank them, dude. Now, poor gut health can lead to a host of health issues, from bone density loss to malnutrition, growth issues, behavioral issues, diarrhea, lack of energy, skin issues, food sensitivities. The list goes on and on what poor gut health can do, which is why you can understand my concern of why it's so important I assure that he's fully recovered from his antibiotic treatment. VizBiome Vet Probiotic is vet recommended. It has the highest potency probiotic on the market and contains 8 different strains of live bacteria. Each capsule contains 112.5 billion bacteria, which is over 1,000 times more bacteria per capsule than one of the leading pet probiotic brands. It has the highest potency for those hard to treat cases of diarrhea and recurring GI issues. It assists in reducing occasional loose stools due to environmental stress and dietary changes. It supports the protective layers of the bowel and maintains proper gut flora. It helps maintain normal kidney function. VizBiome Vet is supported by 7 studies, including kidney disease study, parvo study, diarrhea study, chemo study. And I'm actually gonna link the studies in the description for you guys to refer to if you're interested in learning more. I was super impressed by how VizBiome packaged and shipped their material to us. I worked in the supplement industry for years. I know what goes behind everything and the care that certain brands put behind their product, and VizBiome Vet puts a ton of care behind their product and their packaging. VizBiome Vet Probiotic was stored and shipped cold. All VizBiome products are shipped with a temperature card, which will let you know if your product was exposed to heat, in turn reducing the quality and effectiveness of your probiotic. And the dot on this device turns red if it's been exposed to heat. Please email us within 48 hours. Your product has likely been exposed to excessive heat events. Take a photo of the sensor, email the photo to them, include your name, phone number, and order number, and then they will promptly respond and replace your probiotic for you. That's pretty solid, if I must say. You know, I super appreciate the care that they put into this. If you guys are interested in getting VizBiome Vet Probiotic, there's a link in the description box. Check it out. Your dog's gut will not be disappointed, I promise you. I feel Bruce Wayne in general has always, not always, I take that back. Since I put him on a raw diet, his gut health has been phenomenal. Prior to a raw diet, when he was a puppy, he was having constant diarrhea. He would get the occasional vomiting, and no matter what kibble we put him on, it did the same thing. And even prior to getting Bruce, I wanted to put him on raw. I just wasn't educated enough to feel comfortable enough to go forward with it yet. You know, you get a new puppy, you're working a job, you have a lot going on, and I was studying raw diet, how to put a dog in a raw diet, how to make sure they're thriving on a raw diet. Just didn't pull the trigger right off the bat, you know, sourcing the meat and all that stuff. It was a lot of stress at first. Now it's easy peasy, not a problem at all. I actually have a raw diet masterclass that's linked in the description if you guys are interested in learning more about a raw diet. But that got rid of his diarrhea. So I've had Bruce on the VizBiome probiotic now probably just under a month, I would say. Just under a month. I wanted to, first, I wasn't just gonna do a video on the probiotic if I didn't stand behind it and didn't believe in it. Things I've noticed since he's been off antibiotics and on the probiotic, his energy's good again. He's eating good again. The antibiotics really screwed up his eating, it seemed like, for a little while. He was being extra finicky. He's already finicky as it is. He wasn't eating his normal amount of food. I'm guessing he had a stomach ache, which is highly likely. He was having some soft poops. And since being on the probiotic, his poops have all been solid. I've been checking him out. I don't know, he can't talk like a human, but his appetite's back. He's eating well, so I assume he's having no nausea. He's not having excessive gas or anything like that. So I think the probiotic is doing its job, repairing his gut from the damage that the antibiotics did. I personally myself know how bad antibiotics hurt your gut because I was on 8 months of multiple antibiotics, very harsh antibiotics to treat my Lyme disease, and I've been off them since May, and I'm still suffering a bunch of gut issues. You can feel for Bruce Wayne if he has any type of gut issues going on. We don't want your gut feeling bad. But I also want to share some other things that I've been doing for Bruce to assist in. Want to put my hand down? Apparently I can't put my hand up and talk to you guys because Bruce Wayne doesn't let my hand up. He's gonna slap it down. But let me show you a couple other things. Here's a bunch of Bruce's meat. So one thing I've been giving him is grass-fed organic plain yogurt. Milk the way nature intended. Give this to him almost every day. Some days he doesn't eat it, some days he does. If he doesn't eat it, I just put some saran wrap on it and put it back in the fridge and feed it to him the next day. I probably give him about 6 to 10 ounces of this when I do give it to him. On top of that, we have his organic meats. This is a skirt steak, I think. Some loin lamb chops, flat iron steak. This is all organic, grass-fed. The reason I'm showing, his meats and stuff is because this type of feeding can go very far in your gut health of your dog. Some other things I've been doing to assure his gut is healthy is just this right here. You see him? He's relaxed, he's not stressed, he has a calm environment because stress can impact your gut health, your dog's gut health for the negative. When Bruce was sick and when Bruce was recovering, I try to make sure he's getting plenty of rest and plenty of sleep. And you can tell he's so tired right now, he can barely keep his eyes open. And I always make sure I have like a comfortable place for him to be able to sleep and rest. I keep the bedroom dark during the day because he likes to go in there and lay down just to get away from the lights, to relax, to take a nap. I make sure he has places where he can get away if he needs to, get away from the lights, get away from the noise of the TV or the noise from me and Carrick, and just go and rest and relax on his own. When he's trying to sleep, he doesn't like bright lights, he doesn't like a lot of noise. He'll actually shoot you a dirty look if you're making too much noise while he's trying to sleep. Having a space for your dog to be able to rest and relax is pivotal in the recovery. Just let Bruce Wayne chew on his ball a little bit, and then we're gonna go on a little adventure. So here's some signs to take note of in assessing if your dog has poor gut health. If they're having digestive problems, any type of diarrhea, vomiting, bloating, you can tell if they're getting bloated they might be farting more than normal. Their gut health may be suffering a little bit. If they have any food allergies, like especially new ones, like if you give your dog something that they can always handle just fine, and all of a sudden you're noticing that they're having negative reaction to that food, you may want to check into their gut health. That could be a sign that they have leaky gut or any type of poor gut health going on right now. Skin problems would be another one that may indicate your dog has some gut issues going on. Hot spots, rashes of any kind. If their joints seem painful, like if you go to grab their knee joint for some reason or push on their hips and they seem uncomfortable, or if they just seem in general pain, that could be some inflammation going on, which could also be a sign of poor gut health. If they're having issues breathing, if they're wheezing, unless you have an English Bulldog like I had to, he was always wheezing. But if your dog's not typically a wheezer and all of a sudden they're wheezing, that could be another sign. If they're having any types of fatigue, that's not normal. If you're playing with them and you're noticing they're getting tired more, or if they're just not wanting to play as much, that could be a sign of gut issues. Any behavioral issues, maybe aggression or separation anxiety could be a sign. And changes in appetite as well, especially if your dog's having any type of weight loss. You know, gut issues can lead to malnutrition, which can lead to weight loss. So those are just some things to look at. Where's he going, the leaves? You like the leaves, dude? So here's some tips that you can follow to help your canine companion if you feel they have some poor gut health going on. Right, dude? Why don't we share some tips for these guys to help them out? So if your best bud is having some gut issues, really focus on their gut and clearing it up. And that, lo and behold, starts with a healthy diet. Unprocessed foods. Get rid of the processed treats. As you guys know, I'm a huge proponent of a raw diet. So that would be my suggestion. Put them on a raw diet. No grains or anything like that. And preferably an organic raw diet. And I'm gonna go into why organic and not non-organic in a second here. For a treat, feed them just whole foods. Feed them a piece of organic chicken, a piece of organic beef for a treat. You don't have to buy grocery store treats or anything like that. And then on top of it, add a good probiotic to the regime. That will go a long way in your dog's gut health as well. If you guys have older dogs or dogs with any type of inflammatory issues, so you're giving them some type of NSAID or anti-inflammatory medicine, that will actually do a lot of damage to your dog's gut bacteria, their healthy gut bacteria. So maybe get them off that for a little while if you can, and instead find a more natural route for them. Avoid pesticides like the plague, which I was saying, if you can feed your dog a raw diet, try to feed them an organic raw diet, because then you're gonna eliminate all the pesticides that they're getting in their food. And as you guys just saw, I was talking about reducing stress. Stress releases cortisol. High cortisol levels can hurt your dog's gut. So again, try to keep stress to a minimum. Every dog's gonna have stress in their lives, but don't exasperate that stress if you can. Bro, I know, you just want love. You just wanna play and be loved. We need to share what it's like living with you with these guys. This is important stuff. Yeah, it's important stuff. Healing your dog's gut isn't gonna happen overnight. It's just like training your dog, being a proper leader to your dog. What's it take? It takes the knowledge and how to do it, how to be a proper leader to your dog, but it takes time, it takes patience, and it takes consistency. Time, patience, consistency, it's the same exact thing when healing your dog's gut, guys. Don't expect changes to happen overnight. Give it a month, give it 2 months, but make sure you stay consistent. Don't just start strong and then fall off the bandwagon 1-2 weeks in. Yeah, I know, dude. You're a lot of work. You're a lot of work. Yes. And now, because we haven't brought Bruce Wayne out and about very much since we've been home, we're gonna go around the beautiful lake, Green Lakes. A local lake here with it's just beautiful scenery. It's like 55 out right now. It's perfect for him, it's perfect for me. So we're gonna bring you guys along on that really quick.
Watch your head, Biggs.
Another puppy dog that was wanting to meet Bruce Wayne. And Bruce Wayne's always Bruce Wayne's always, you know, very respectful 99.8% of the time. There's a lot of dogs here. There's a dog down there. There's a dog there. It's dog day.
It's a perfect dog weather day. It's like,
refreshing.
It is. Everybody's dogs are staying on command. Pick it up, Biggs. A little bit. Good boy. Good boy.
So Bruce had a very hectic day at daycare yesterday. So he's extremely exhausted.
Yeah.
So he's very, what's the word? He's not lethargic.
No, he's just like mellow.
He's very mellow. So this walk's gonna be about 2 miles. So we're just gonna go a nice easy pace for him. As I was explaining to these guys, if your dog's having gut issues, other than a good probiotic, a good healthy diet, stress management is huge.
Yeah, keep him relaxed.
You know, if your cortisol rises,
yeah,
cortisol's released and it can affect your gut in a negative way.
Which, like, this isn't a stressful situation for him because we do this with him all the time.
But hard exercise is stressful.
Yeah.
So that's why usually after daycare, like the following day or two, we play very mellow with Bruce.
Yeah.
We do not, unless it's like a very mellow day at daycare, which is typically not, we don't push him very hard. But because we haven't been out and about in almost 2 weeks with him because of vacation and everything, and we had such a hectic time before vacation, you know, we just have to get him out. And tomorrow we may even go to a coffee shop with Bruce Wayne.
That'd be one.
He doesn't drink coffee though. We do.
Oh my god, so gentle. Chocolate crap? Like stupid pudding. See, I don't think he knows he's that big, so yeah, he's like, that's like a stick.
The video that went live today, when we greeted him, how hard was it for you not to
Oh, it was super hard.
squeeze him and love the crap out of him?
I felt like a bad person, you know, because I just wanted to give him all the love. But I did know it was better for his mental and physical well-being if I didn't get
Feed
too
into
hyper,
that.
feed into it walking right in the door. So I had to hold back, but it was worth it.
Absolutely. And we were like that with ever since he was a puppy. When we would have people come over when Bruce was a puppy and couldn't hold it when we were at work all day, we'd actually instruct people how to greet him
Yeah.
and how to leave him. Like
Right.
not make a big deal about it, you know, put him in his crate and just walk away.
Walk in, walk out.
When they come and greet him, literally just take him out of his crate and just like walk out with him, bring him outside to the bathroom, make zero deal about it.
Yeah.
That will help with their stress
Yeah.
management and reducing any type of separation anxiety.
I mean, don't get me wrong, before I leave for work for the day, I always tell him to be a good boy and have a good
Well,
day.
yeah, if I'm like leaving the house for a while, you know, I pet him, make sure he knows that, hey, I'm leaving, but I don't make a big production about it.
Yeah.
This lake is just so awesome. And it's crazy how it's so close to our house too.
I love it. Thank you. What kind of dog is it? Cane Corso? Is that master? Oh, here we go. Usually, are they all black like that normally?
Look at that cute
Some
face.
colors.
Yeah, it's going to kind of brown and white.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Oh, he's like, I'm gonna die. Did you see him hop over?
Yeah, that was cute.
Aw. Now he's looking.
He's like, what is that thing?
I stopped and looked back at him. But at first when he saw him, he literally jumped around his owner. He's like, oh shoot.
That you're fully fed.
Yes.
Taking on the walk.
Right.
Nice talking.
You too. Enjoy your walk.
There must be a dog over here.
I know. He can't stop smelling here. Bruce Wayne, let's go. Bruce, feel. Because he like was only interested in sniffing that log.
Yeah.
He's really just indifferent to anyone and anything walking by him today.
He just cares about his people.
It's like, whatever.
And we were gone for so long,
Oh,
for
yeah.
a week. He's just happy we're home.
So he's still happy we're home. Like I thought it was going to be a one-day thing. It was like an all-week thing that he's just been like
Ecstatic that we're back.
ecstatic to like see us and cuddle us. Like just extra wiggles from this guy.
Corey is getting Bruce Wayne's dinner ready for him. He heard that, and yeah, apparently Steve needs to be involved in this conversation. Bro, we don't need Steve.
Remember that 2-mile walk that you dragged Bud on for the entire 2 miles?
That means you do not need to play with Steve.
Yeah.
No, you don't need him, dude. He's looking at what Kara's got.
Do you want dinner?
Beef liver?
Beef liver?
Beef liver.
Saw that?
Dude, you have like the most insane best life ever. He knows it. As you know, he's gonna get... Oh, I never told you guys about how much he gets. So for his weight, he gets 4 a day. So I give him 2 in the morning and 2 at night. Can you believe I didn't tell them how much I give Bruce Wayne? So yeah, he gets 4 a day. What do we got here? Lamb loin chops,
That fish?
swordfish, ground beef, and what kind of steak is that?
Oh, it's one of those like minute steaks?
Beef minute steaks.
He loves those.
Why is it called a minute steak?
I don't know.
Bro, why is it called a minute steak? If you guys know why it's called a minute steak, tell me why it's called a minute steak. We don't know our meats.
No clue.
Well, she knows some meats, but she doesn't know minute steaks. Bruce Wayne does not find that funny.
Does that make you wiggle?
Why are you growling, dude? Did you just paw the ground for me to play?
a normal Saturday night at Corey's.
Hashtag Corey crew. We're a bunch of losers over here.
Corso takeover.
But actually, what are we about to do?
We're about to get ready to watch some UFC.
Who you guys got?
Woo woo.
I want Colby, Rose, and Chandler to win, but I think Usman's gonna win. As you guys see, Bruce Wayne is requesting my attention. So I'm going to give it to him. I'm gonna put down the camera. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 4 or 5 of Living with the Cane Corso. I hope everyone's enjoying this series. Yes, we already have our Christmas
I was
tree
gonna
up
say Merry Christmas.
because we're a bunch of
Merry
losers.
Chrysler.
Make sure you do all the things on the way out, guys. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, ring the ding-a-ling. And until next time, Bruce Wayne, myself, and Kara, we'll see you
Peace.
later. Peace.
Come on, Dad. Come
Ow.
on, Dad. Put the camera down and give me your love. I want to put this teddy bear on you. He knows you're making fun of him.
I'm trying to get a thumbnail for you guys.
Oh, I almost got hit with that head.
And he's such a, attention whore.
You look at this.
He's such an attention whore. But you bring him in public and he acts like he doesn't even care about people.
Why do you think I like taking you to Florida without him? Not because I wasn't going to miss him, but because I was like, geez, I'm an attention whore too, and I just want your undivided attention. This guy gets so much of it. Because I do dietitian talks out here, and it would just be like, bloop,
Jesus
bloop.
Christ. He grabbed...
Come on, Dad.
Ouch.
You gotta wear long sleeves.
No, he's stepping on my finger, gonna break it. He's like, yeah, I'll bite off your hand.
Where'd the alligator come from?
In there.
Where does teddy bear go?
He threw it behind me. And then he grabbed onto my arm and growled.
No, it's alligator time.
Dude, I'm done.
Get an alligator.
I'm done. Peace, bro. And now he is just killing his heel off leash. Right, bro? Good job, Bruce Wayne. Good job. Amazing training courses, guys. I'm going to link it here. Just click that link. You can see how I train this guy. Uses the same exact philosophies of how I trained him. And you can get your dog to be this awesome off leash as well.